So I went from riding the bus to walking to my music videos, riding the Metro Link from East St. Louis all
the lick and we all sure play with sticks like fairy odd parents. Carry that man like a Paul Burr. Shooters with me and they all curtains.
What's going on? You already know what time it is. Your boy Vic Munt. You know I'm back at it again with another freaking video for sure. Today I decided to do a Q&A. You know, all these questions, a lot of questions from Instagram. So I wanted to just, you know, answer you guys' questions. I'm like, man, you know, I've been hella busy. Let me sit back and answer some people questions. People always ask me questions randomly on Instagram, so you know I decided to like make a video and answer the questions on camera. You know what I mean? So let me see. Let me see what question I should go with first. So somebody said, "Are you doing collabs?" I've been doing a lot of collabs lately, to be honest, and I'm down to collab with anybody for real. I'm down to collab with whoever, man. I ain't really, you know, too picky on who I would want to collab with. I really don't care, man. I'm just trying to, you know, do this YouTube stuff, you know, and build my YouTube channel and stuff like that. So I ain't really tripping about, you know, who I would want to collab with. I collab with anybody, man. It's just all entertainment and better content. You know, everybody got different ideas, so I definitely love to collab with different people. Somebody say favorite camera to use. My favorite camera to use for vlogging is the camera that I got now. This 6400, Sony 6400 is really dope. And then I got the lens, the 16 to it's a 16 millimeter, 1.4, so it's perfect, you know. You know, you already know what time it is. It's real good. So yeah, this lens is very perfect. So I ain't really gotta ever switch lenses. I'm about to get a 35 millimeter for this this camera, and I only want that because I might start taking pictures with this camera. So yeah, I like this camera. But as far as like music videos and stuff like that, I'll say the Sony A7R III. That's a nice camera. So yeah. Somebody say, do you see yourself traveling with someone at all? I guess people say, some people saying this stuff. People always say that because I travel by myself. But yeah, man. Only time, you know, it all depends for real. I'm starting to travel with my family. Like I'm not normally used to traveling with my family, so I'm starting to put them on flights and stuff like that. So when it comes with traveling with someone, it's probably gonna be most likely family, or if I like hire a photographer to fly with me and do my videos and stuff like that. Cause I'm about to start enhancing my vlogs and making everything look different and professional. So if it's traveling with anybody, it's gonna be somebody like that. For real. I'm an upcoming videographer and photographer. How rewarding is this career? How rewarding is this career? Shit, very, very rewarding. Shit, if you ask me, for sure. You see how far I done got, so you definitely know it's very rewarding, for sure. So my very first car, it was a Thunderbird. My very first car was a Thunderbird, white. I paid $900 for it. That's the car I sold. Well, no, I didn't. I used that car to buy a different car. I sold that car and bought a different car. But my first car was a Thunderbird, for sure. Who is the most active artist out of St. Louis? I mean, shoot, I don't know. I can't answer that question, I don't think. And the only reason why I say that is because, like, it's different videographers, so I don't know what artist is working as much with that artist. I mean, with that videographer. So I can't really answer that question for real. I mean, if you ask him On my YouTube channel, I would say Day Ones is the most active person that I shoot. So, but as far as like St. Louis, period, I can't really answer that question because I don't know. It could be people out here working and I'm not even seeing what they're doing. So I don't know that. Okay, so I did a post. I think that was like a week or two ago, about saying that I was gonna pick an artist and put an artist in the studio and then shoot the artist a free music video. I picked 4 people. I was supposed to pick 2 people, but I picked 4 artists instead. And it's just been problems with me getting the studio. So I finally got the studio, which is Tuesday now. I'll show you guys the text message if you don't believe me. I was just texting him. Hold on, shoot. Yeah, just texting him. So we talking about booking the session at Fat Buddha. So it's gonna be Tuesday. So don't think I'm capping on, doing anything that I say on Instagram. I'm never capping about anything. Trust me. Next question is, how old are you? I'm 28 years old. I just turned 28 years old, May 16th. What made you start YouTube? What made me start YouTube? Man, just memories. At first, it started off as just memories, just to keep myself updated with like experience, the stuff that I experienced in my life. For real, for real. So that was the first reason why I started. And then I found out like you can make money off of YouTube. So I tried to put more effort into it. But, it take time for everything to blow up the way you want it to blow up. So, yeah, that's my reason. How long I've been doing YouTube. The vlogging has been on and off for like 2 years, on and off. But music videos, I say 4 to 5 years. I had that YouTube channel for like 6-7 years, but I've been posting on it for like 4 or 5 years. So I'll say around that time. Where is the next place you going to travel? I don't know. The next place I'm thinking about traveling, like I got a list of places. So I'm thinking Greece, Singapore, Thailand. I want to go back to China. Where else? I want to go back to Bali. That's probably about it. For real, for real. Them places, once I go to them places, I'm gonna feel like I've been everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but all the top places. I'm gonna feel like I already been to most part of the top places, but I'm gonna feel like I've been everywhere once I reach those places, for sure, for sure. How did you get where you at today? Man, hustling. I mean, I went full force, strong, like non-stop. Like, I just went straight throttle. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't give up on myself. That was the number one thing. I started with, most of y'all know my story. I was in college. I used my college check, bought a car, sold that car, and bought another car, sold that car, and bought a camera. So I went from riding the bus to walking to my music videos, riding the Metro Link from East St. Louis all the way to St. Louis to get to my music videos and stuff like that. And also I had artists picking me up from the Metro Link, and I'm riding with them to the scene and stuff like that. So it was just like a whole lot of putting myself in different situations and saving and stuff like that to get to where I'm at, And once you put that time and work in, my turnaround time was ill. Like I'm talking about, I was pulling up to video shoots, shooting the video and going back home, sending them the video as soon as I get back to the crib. So my turnaround time was on another level. So, that's basically where it went. Next question say, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Single as a motherfucker. I ain't looking to even having a girlfriend right now. I'm just playing. I mean, it's like I want to be in a relationship, but I'm not in a rush for it. You know, you don't want to just rush into things. You know what I mean? Because you can get yourself hurt. Some of these females I heard heads are screwed. Like it's hella crazy. It's hella crazy. Like for me, just hanging. I got friend females. Well, I don't really have friend females, but I hang out with a couple females, you know, like that I do videos with business and stuff like that. So I'm cool with a cool amount of females. And it's just like I just be seeing how they act with niggas and how they treat niggas. Like it's just weird, man. Like I went into a whole nother world with this, like seeing stuff. Like, you know, I've been around the world, so I just see how certain women act towards dudes. Like it's just, man, very, very toxic, man. It's very, very toxic. And then the craziest thing about it is, you know, it's like a cycle thing. So if like, say for example, I get hurt by a female, it make me feel like I want to hurt the next person because the last person hurted me. And then that's just how, when females get hurt, they just don't care no more. So, and if you a new dude trying to, you know, come in, she ain't gonna want to let her guard down type shit. So you basically, whatever you can do the nicest thing for a woman like that, and it's just gonna bounce right off of her. So I just, you know, man, I'm trying to stay focused, man, keep my shit going, you know, get myself fully organized and together before I even think about going far into a relationship, man. So I just be keeping my cool, you feel me? You gotta keep your cool, bro, for sure, for sure. What kind of camera do you use? Sony A7S II. I didn't really start shooting music videos until like I was like 22, 23. So if I was 19 and I had the same mindset I had now, I'd be a beast. I'd be a beast. But shout out to all the young videographers like Tori and stuff like that. Like Tori doing his thing, man. No cap. Shout out to them for a fact. But what's next for me? Next for me is shooting movies, and I'm gonna take a break on shooting music videos probably in like 2 years. Then I'm gonna start shooting like movies, short films, commercials, and stuff like that. But next for me, I just want to, you know, be in a big house, stuff like that, and be able to, you know, chill, relax, and be thankful for everything I got. That's the next step for me, for real, for real. I just want to shoot movies, get that big check for shooting a movie, relax, work on another plan, flip it, be good. You feel me? For sure. How are you able to travel so many places? From saving, man. I met this lady named Marcia. I met her, what was that? Probably about 2-3 years ago, and you know she guided me in the right direction on, you know, what I needed to do. Don't worry too much about materialistic things and stuff like that, because that's what I used to be on. I always wanted like the new stuff, and I always like called attention to wanting what everybody else had. But as I growed, I had to, you know, I'm gonna just say it like this, I never really been that person that put on designer and tried to be cleaner than the next person, or felt like I was better than the next person. I never been that type of person. So buying all of the expensive stuff never really caught my eye or made me want to do it. But it's just that, you know, she taught me how to like manage my money and save my money. And after like getting the keys of knowing how to save and manage this and manage that, put money in this account, save this, put this over there. Every time you get some money, split it in half, put this in this account, put this in that account, save this in your pocket, put this back in that account. Like after I learned all that and got addicted to doing that back to back, the saving part was easy then. And you know, I have my little moments where I feel like I want to treat myself, so I go out of my way and just spend loads of money. But you know, it is what it is. You got to treat yourself. But I think the only time I really spend the most money is when I'm spending it on my kids. I rarely spend a lot on myself. So, where are you originally from? I'm originally from Allerton, Illinois. So that's why I was born in Centerville Hospital, but I'm originally from Allerton. For sure, for sure. Illinois. You're very inspiring. How do it feel to be able to fly your family out of state like you do? Man, I ain't even gonna lie. It's like all this stuff still feels like new to me. Like, no lie. Like every time, like saving and like, I'm just put it like this. Back in the day, I say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when I first saved $5,000, I was so freaking geek. Like I'm talking about super super excited when I first saved my first five. I felt like $5,000 was a whole lot, but it's like I didn't want to mess it up. Like I didn't want to mess it up. Like 5,000 was just so much, and then it just felt like that was the biggest achievement ever in my life. Then I saved my first 10,000. I was like, man, a nigga really got 10,000. Like it make you feel like you want to post it on the internet. Like damn, I got $10,000. But you know, I wasn't never that type of person to flex. Like if I ever like show money or anything, I'm sending it to somebody I know. Like I send like a picture to somebody I know. I never really post money on the internet like that. But like when I first, man, you just don't know, like the feeling in your like inside, like man. But when I first got a huge amount of money, man, I bought me an Audi, which you guys already know. I bought the Audi and then I moved into my own place. I was just hella proud of myself. But I feel like the more money you get, the more like you feel like you always want more. Like I can get 50,000 and still feel like it's not enough. I really felt these type of ways already. Like money just don't. You always gonna feel like you want to go up that ladder. Always, you gonna always want to feel like you want to go up that ladder. So me being able to fly my family out, and my mama ain't never traveled before. Like she never been on a plane. Like she told me when she was little, her daddy used to take her places, but like flying, she ain't never flown on a plane. So for me to be able to do that, put my kids on a plane, man, this is like, it's like the best feeling ever. And now like I'm getting to a point to where I'm almost close to where I really, really want to be in life. So once I get to that spot, man, I'm flying my brother out. I'm flying him and his kids out. Like everybody gonna be straight. Everybody gonna be good. You feel me? The whole fam gonna be good. I just, you know, it just take time for everything, man. It just take time. And like I really be pushing myself real hard to save and keep everything organized with myself and try not to stress, try not to have